Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 15 of the Cat and Sam Advent Calendar Show. What have you got there today, Cat?
I got my calendar. I get to open my calendar with my bestie from England.
And shall we have a look and see what little Mr. Men and little Miss Story I have got for us today?
Yes.
There we are, day 15. And, it's a bit unwieldy. They're very good, these things, I have to say. So, today we have Mr. Men, Little Miss, all aboard for Christmas.
Ooh, trains.
Doo-doo. I don't know what this one's about yet, though.
All right, we got day 15 coming to you live from Star Wars Land. I'm going to pull up this. You get it in there?
You find it? I wonder who it's going to be. Or what?
Got that same wheel as the other one.
Oh!
So I know.
Oh, yes.
Some kind of
transporty thing.
I think you might be close. We'll see.
We shall see. We shall see. It's very exciting.
I'm going to go about my work over here.
Okay. You create, and I shall story whilst you do it.
Story
Mr.
me,
Christmas.
Baby.
Mr. Christmas was looking forward to Christmas. Well, of course he was looking forward to Christmas. He was Mr. Christmas after all. However, this year he was particularly excited because little Miss Late had invited him to her house for Christmas Day. But there was so much to do before he could leave the North Pole. Father Christmas kept him busy cleaning the sleigh. Little Miss Christmas kept him busy helping her to wrap all the presents. And the elves kept him busy tidying up their tools. Then Mr. Christmas had to run around the North Pole looking for a present for little Miss Late. He was worried that he was going to miss the train. It was pulling out when he reached the station. "All aboard," called the guard. Mr. Christmas ran down the platform as fast as he could and just managed to jump aboard. Thank goodness, he said to himself. I would hate to be late for little Miss Late's Christmas. However, the train was being driven by Mr. Slow.
Oh my.
And Mr. Slow, as you may or may not know, takes things ever so slowly. He's as slow as a snail, especially when there's snow. Mr. Christmas looked out of the window and watched as a polar bear overtook the train. He could not believe how slowly they were going. And this meant that Mr. Christmas missed the first ferry and had to wait for the second one.
Oh my.
Finally, the ferry came into view. All aboard, cried the captain, and Mr. Christmas was able to continue his journey. However, little Miss Fickle was at the wheel, and she just couldn't decide which direction to sail in. She went this way, and then she went that way, and then she went this way again. And when he finally arrived on dry land, Mr. Christmas didn't know whether he was coming or going. Excuse me. And because of the slow train and the long ferry crossing, Mr. Christmas had not only missed the first bus, but the second bus as well. And he was only just in time for the third one. All aboard, called the conductor. I've ruined Christmas, sighed Mr. Christmas as he climbed on board. It might have been the third bus, but it was not the third time lucky because the bus got a puncture.
Oh, my.
And to make matters worse, the bus driver was Mr. Forgetful. Did he have a spare tyre? No, he'd forgotten to bring one. Poor Mr. Christmas. When Mr. Christmas finally reached Little Miss Late's cottage, he was 3 days late. Mr. Christmas had missed Christmas. I'm so sorry, he began when he opened the door. But then he looked past her and saw that the Christmas tree had not been decorated and the turkey was still not in the oven. Silly me, he said, for of course Little Miss Late never has Christmas on Christmas Day. Her Christmas is always late. Mr. Christmas helped Little Miss Late decorate the tree and then they opened their presents. Mr. Christmas gave Little Miss Late an alarm clock and Little Miss Late gave Mr. Christmas an Easter egg from the Easter before. It was very late for Easter, but it was still delicious. Together, Mr. Christmas and Little Miss Late cooked the turkey, roasted the potatoes, and made a big pudding with holly on the top. Finally, they sat down to enjoy their Christmas lunch, a late lunch. It was midnight. The end. See, everything works out in the end when you work with your friends, doesn't it?
It does, just barely.
Just barely. How are you getting on?
No idea what I'm building.
Well, maybe you're creating a new Star Wars thing.
And this is pretty close. I think I'm done. So.
Oh, wow. Let's have a look then. Oh, well, I think it's fantastic. That looks awesome. I don't know what it does, but it looks awesome.
Maybe it's the Ewok village.
Oh, well,
of course it was. I had a feeling it was trees.
Ah, yes. Yes, I thought it was something sort of tree-like as well. It looks really good, darling. Really, really good. Well done. So, oh my gosh, we're creeping ever closer. Ever closer.
Slow but sure is how you win the race. And we are winning the race today. I'm batting two. 2 for the last 2 days.
How
does that even happen?
Oh, that is just wicked. That's wicked.
All right, guess. Well, I didn't finish the other one. Okay, so on to day
16 tomorrow. Get those carrots and mince pies.
Christmas.
Yeah, we are.
I'm so excited.
See you tomorrow.